what's up, everybody? So I am here talking today about how to stay motivated in your drumming. This is something that I've had a lot of trouble with sometimes. I know a ton of you guys have trouble. I get comments all the time. I get questions all the time. Casey, I only know a few grooves and I'm just really discouraged, or, I just don't have a lot of fun when I play drums anymore. Nothing is really inspiring me to get better at it. This is something that I struggled with myself, and so that's why I'm going to take some time and give you some of my tips and some of the things that I personally did to help myself stay motivated in drumming. Because being unmotivated is terrible. It's going to keep you from being able to progress because you don't have the drive, you don't have the energy, you don't have the passion to try and get better, and it's also going to keep you from having fun behind the kit. And really, when it boils down to it, if you're doing something like drumming and you're not having fun doing it, then what are you doing it for? So you want to have fun. Now, I've got 4 tips here, and the first one is mix it up. And what I mean by mix it up is take some time and listen to different bands, listen to different sounds, listen to different players, and just kind of entertain yourself with new styles of music, new ideas in music, and just find your way through something new. Because a lot of the time, the reason that we hold ourselves back is because we just stay in our little box. Like, we got this box, like right here. This is all we are. This isn't really a box. It's more like almost a heart. But we stay right there, and we don't step out of it. Like, maybe you really love metal, so like you only listen to metal. Or maybe you only listen to rock. Or maybe you listen to other types of music and you're like, man, that's stupid. I hate that. Pop music is so lame. Metal music sucks. All they do is scream. Like, it's one of those things where, like, if you have that kind of mentality, you're holding yourself back, because it's that diversity, that mixing it up, that's going to allow you to actually mix your own playing up. It's going to give you new ideas. It's going to give you new concepts and new ways to approach everything. So that's the first step. You want to mix it up. Now, the second step is to be a copycat. And this could sound wrong, this could sound bad, but it's not. Because being a copycat is how you learn new things and is how you really learn to express yourself in new ways. Because nowadays in music, there's not really anything really new. Like, everything is kind of recycled or maybe a different version of something else that's been done in the past. And so when I say be a copycat, I mean take those songs that you just listened to, those new ideas that you just got, and learn them yourself. That means listen to a genre you don't normally listen to and learn how to play those drum grooves. Because the cool thing about drumming is that it doesn't really matter what style you're playing. All of them kind of intertwine in a way. Like, maybe you're starting to learn metal and you start to learn some double kick stuff. Well, double kick doesn't just have to be in metal. Now, you don't want to take like a Amazing Grace and just like throw in a bunch of double kick, but you will be able to take some tasteful double kick into pop music or tasteful double kick into rock music. And so that's the cool thing about being a copycat, is you learn these new grooves, and when you're learning the new grooves, not only are you opening yourself up to new ideas, to new flavors, but you're building your chops too. The ability to play some jazz may not be like your favorite style of music. You may not want to play jazz the rest of your life, but that feel and that style and that ability to play that jazz music is going to be something that improves your chops and improves your touch and your approach to the drums. So step 2, be a copycat. Now, step 3 is a really, really fun one. And this one can be kind of tedious, but it's something that I think really, really mixes it up on you and changes things and allows you to not only mix it up and be a copycat in new ways, but it also changes the way you play the drums. And that is to switch your kit, switch up your kit, switch your kit around, whatever you want to say. And what I mean by that is, depending on how many drums and how many cymbals you have so many options when it comes to approaching a drum set. There's no real right way to set up a drum set, and there's no real wrong way to set up a drum set. Now, you do want to set up a drum set in a way that helps you rather than hurts you. You don't want to set up your tom like 2 feet over here, and you don't want to set up your kick drum behind you and like do that. Like, that's not really going to help. That's going to hurt. But when it comes to this step, why it's going to help you be motivated and help really inspire you is because now you have to think about drumming a little differently. Take your ride cymbal, put it on your left side. See how much that messes with you. You're trying to play a ride groove and now it's over here. Maybe you'll start playing open-handed. Maybe you'll start working on that left-hand ride. There's a lot of great drummers that use a left-hand ride, and it's one of the coolest things because then they can do their right hand all around the kit. And that just opens a bunch of doors right there. Now, something that I love to do, I have a bigger kit. So I have 5 toms, but I like to change up the order of the toms. And you see it right here. This is a 1-2-3 setup switched to a 2-1-3 setup. And you can do it either way. It could be 1-2-4-5-3 over here, or it could be 2-1-3-4-5, or you could go 2-1-3-4-5 over here. Left-hand floor tom. Left-hand floor tom is so much fun. It's something that I've been doing a lot of lately, and I enjoy it so much because all of a sudden you got these big, huge power punches. Like, there's nothing better than just smacking your floor toms really hard in a song. Do-doom, do-doom. That's something that you can do now over here. And if you want to mix it up and you want to add a little style and showmanship to a live performance, do-doom, do-doom. Crossovers become a reality when you have your toms over in these sections. But once again, on these toms here, the cool thing about switching it up is it actually enables you to have different melodies when it comes to toms. Now, you may not think about toms as a melody because they're not really tuned to be in the melody with a song, but in your own tonality, in your own phrasings, these toms can be melodies. And so you go high to low, so you're like dee-dee-doo-doo-doo-doo. That's kind of a musical phrase. But now you switch it like this, you go doo-doo-dee-dee-doo-doo-doo-doo. Or you can go dee-doo-dee-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And so you really have those different abilities when you have your toms in different orders. It also enables new stickings, because if I'm playing between the snare drum here and the toms, I can go da-doo, cha-doo, da-doo, cha-doo, da-doo, cha-doo, which normally I'd have to do this crossover thing in order to do that. Or I could play it left-hand lead, but that's going to switch up everything that you're really approaching from the groove. So that's one of the cool things about switching up your kit. And there's so many other ways you can do it. You can take your China cymbal and put it over here. Now you got a left-hand China that's pretty cool. So you can smack that snare and come around and do tom work with your right hand. I even did a setup one time where I took this 8-inch tom. Well, it wasn't an 8, I had a 10-inch, and I moved it right there, and then I moved these 2 toms together, and so I had a pyramid of drums in front of me, which was really fun because I could do these cool like paradiddle licks, and I could just mix it up there. And I've also done things that kind of contrary to the make sure your drum set helps you, but it does improve your speed and your flexibility around a kit, where I put my toms pretty far apart. I recently played a gig where I had a tom here, I had a tom over here, and I had a tom over here, and I was doing movements across these drums like that. It looked really cool, it looked really impressive, and it really built my arm strength and my speed and forced me to actually do the next step in my list here, and that is to challenge myself or challenge yourself. And what I mean by that is set goals, set objectives. Maybe you want to be able to play paradiddles at 150 BPM. Maybe you want to be able to get your double kick up where you can play straight 16th notes at 140 BPM. These are the kinds of things that if you have goals, you can get there. If you don't set high goals, if you don't set big dreams, you're never going to be motivated to go very far because you're not setting anything to go after. That's one of my favorite things to do, is to tell people to just aim high. Because like, if you aim high, even if you don't make it to high, you still made it somewhere. But if you aim low and you don't really set any goals or you don't challenge yourself, you're not going to go anywhere. And so sometimes practice is a little annoying, sometimes practice is a little hard, but if you have a goal and you really want to get there, then challenging yourself, stepping out of your box, trying to play a cool metal song, trying to work on your double kick and get it up to a certain BPM, all of that stuff is going to help you be more interested and be more motivated in drumming. So those are your steps. Mix it up, be a copycat, switch up your kit, and challenge yourself. So thank you very much for watching. This lesson was actually filmed at Drumeo Studios, which is why it looks so cool, unlike my normal black room and everything. But a little bit about Drumeo, if you don't know, is that Drumeo is an online lesson website that is really, really cool. You get a brand new lesson every single day, which is kind of like having a private instructor every single day. You get someone that shows you a new thing, a new way to approach music every single day of the week for the entire month. And it's just really, really cool. So they're actually offering a free trial for 30 days. You can sign up down in the description and learn to play some drums from some new teachers in a really, really cool state-of-the-art facility that is just awesome. I've had so much fun working here. So check it out, click the link, and go learn some drums.